Hey guys, what is up? I am coming at you with another plastic surgery type video. So today I wanted to talk about a procedure I got done. So I went to this woman named Joanne the nurse. That's her name on Instagram, at the Image Center in Huntington Beach. This is not sponsored. I know it sounds like I'm like getting paid to say this, but like I thought I would every time I do like something to my face, I was going to be really honest and transparent for a number of reasons, because I feel like so many people, and they don't necessarily owe anyone, like celebrities and stuff don't owe anybody an explanation of what they got done or why or when. I know some people are really like secretive, like Jane Fonda, like really hates talking about her work she's had done, and she looks so bomb. And I think when you get like older, I mean, people probably are not as caring as much, but like in this generation, in this day and age, especially someone like me, I always thought people just had these like Coke bottle bodies, like these hourglass shapes with these big hips. You see them like Fashion Nova models, you see the Kardashians, like you see all these people, and I always thought you just get like those girls were just born with that body. And the truth is like they're not. Like, and yes, you can go to the gym and work out and make your body look so banging, but like liposuction, surgery, all that stuff changes the way you look. And anyways, that's neither here nor there, who discusses it, who doesn't, who gets it, who doesn't. But I just feel the need to tell you when I change something to my face, because one, I don't want anyone to have like unrealistic, I mean, it's not like I'm beautiful, look at me, it's not like I'm beautiful, you know what I mean? It's not like I'm like, look how gorgeous I am, like I know it's hard to be this beautiful, but like, it's not like that. In fact, I can feel it. Okay, so guess what work I had done to my face today. Any guesses? Okay. So I talked about this on my Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you already know, but not everyone follows me on Instagram, because I have 5 million here and only 2 million on Instagram. Sus. And vice versa, you know, not everyone on Instagram probably follows me here, but I actually got my first face filler. I actually never had face filler, contrary to popular beliefs. Like everything about my face is like already fat. Sorry, my throat is like really dry. My face is already fat. That's what I was trying to say. So one of my friends actually tagged Joanne, and I started following her. And then Joanne actually messaged me and said she knew who I was, and she was like, "Oh my god, I would love," literally like the Fiji girl in the back of. So funny. Anyways, and she's like, "Yeah, I know who you are," and whatever. So she's like, "If you ever want to come in, like, let me know. Like, you know, this is what I do." And I've already gotten, and here's the thing, like, a lot of people are like, "Oh my god, what happened to Tiffany? What happened to Kat back in the day?" Nothing bad. Like, I love all of them. Like, Kat was the original person I went to, and she was great. I've been to her a couple years. I wanted to try a new lip shape, a new person, a new perspective, a new eye. Then I went to Tiffany, who's closer to me. And then, you know, I just saw someone tag Joanne, and I was just like, it was just a mutual thing where she like knew me, and I was like following her, and I was like, let's try it out. So I actually initially was like, yeah, I would love to come. I want to get like lip filler, because that's my thing, right? I love lips, and I love big lips. And I almost like, okay, here's this isn't, oh, anyways. So I got, there were 4 minutes in the video, I didn't tell you. I got filler right here, and I think I got Juvederm. It's either Juvederm or Restylane, I don't know. And feel free, if you go to Image Center, if you go to Joanne, you know, feel free to say like whatever Trisha got on her face, you know what I mean, if you like it. So I got my smile lines, which I'm gonna see, like, I had really deep smile lines, and I'm gonna try and find a picture. I'm not like ignoring you guys, I'm not being rude, but I've always had a really deep smile lines, and even with makeup, and people have recommended it to me before. Like, makeup would always like go in there and like crease in there and cake in there, and people would recommend it to me before. I'm trying to find like an untouched picture of me smiling. I don't smile a lot in photos. I'm very pouty in my pictures. Oh, here's one. Okay, so here is. I'm trying to find one where I want a big cheesy smile. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is me holding up an iPhone, so it's kind of like whatever. Okay. And this is with makeup, mind you. So I still have, like, obviously a little bit, but it's not, do you see it? It's actually flipped. So this side is actually this side, and then vice versa. So you can just see where it starts at the nasal fold, and then it kind of goes all the way down below my lips. So it's just not as deep. And I think it makes a difference. So how she explained it to me is this. I always want bigger lips, but and including Tiffany. Tiffany's been like, you know what, I don't want to put any more in your lips right now. You know, lips are all different shapes and sizes. And so like if you have a fuller lip naturally, you're gonna be able to hold more. Like my sister doesn't have this sort of like lip injection mustache, and that's not a fault of anybody who's ever done my lips. And that's why they kind of like are like, I don't want to do anymore because the more you put in, the more. So what I have to do once again, as I already had gotten this before, I have to get this dissolved once again and kind of start fresh, I guess. But because I didn't really have the time, I'm leaving on a trip soon, and then I also have a music video, and I don't really have the time to like correct it right now. I'm fine with my lips. I would like them bigger because I'm just over the top. Like bigger is better, right? Hair, boobs, everything. So she said, actually, what I do recommend though is the smile lines. People have told me before, but she explained to me why the smile lines. And like I said, like if you have bigger lips, you can hold more like filler in your lip. I just have really small lips, and so did my mom, and like I would have to actually get like a little bit of surgery, like a nasal fold surgery, kind of like Kylie, with like to like turn up my lip to kind of make it see if here's fuller, because now you're seeing my full lip, but it's just the way my lips are shaped. So she goes, but you know smile lines, she goes, I can fill them in, and like I think every person that's filled me has suggested you want to do your smile lines. It's kind of like, no, I don't know. I was like pain I didn't think I wanted or needed or was necessary. But she wasn't about to do my lips, and I was like, okay, I respect that. I totally respect people that are honest, up front. And so I was like, okay, so I respect that. And so I said, I'm just like nervous it's gonna make my face look fat, so I never got filler because like my face is already chubby. I hate my chubby face. It's so round and whatever. And when I say that, I'm saying that very loosely. I don't actually hate my face. I think I'm a pretty girl for the most part. I don't think I'm like perfect or 10 out of 10, but I think I'm a pretty girl. I'm happy with what I look like. And even if I wasn't, it's what I look like. Even if you could get all plastic surgery, you're still gonna have you underneath it all. So yeah, so she's like, okay, we'll fill it in. So they did numb it a little bit. It did not hurt at all. Like, she's the only person I've gotten done from, but she had the most gentle touch that I've ever felt. Like, she's like, okay, a little poke. And so it was about like 4 pokes here and maybe like 10 pokes here. I'm estimating maybe even less than that. Took about a total of like 8 to 10 minutes. And yeah, when she said, you're about to feel a poke, like, I didn't even feel it. Like, I didn't even feel it at all. And like, I would say my pain tolerance is pretty low. I've been getting Botox and lip injections for about like 5 years, so I mean, I have a low pain tolerance. Like, things hurt me, and like I'm very sensitive to pain. Like, even piercings, I want to get my belly button again, and like piercings, I would love to get a double pierce, and I don't know, all that like freaks me out. So because I really want Botox and lips and I like the way they look, like that's why I get them done. But so I was like, you know what, just try it. She was, because what she explains, this is how she explained it. When you get your, like, my mom even got it done. My mom's a thin girl, and she even suggested it to my sister, who decided not to get it, and not anything. She says, I'm just being honest and blah, blah. So my sister didn't get anything because she actually wanted her lips done because it's her birthday, but she actually just decided not to get anything, which I totally get because I said no to smile lines for so long. But I'm 30 now, almost 31, so I was like, okay, bitch needs some smile fillers. And then my mom got it done as well. So my mom's a lot thinner and older, so everyone can get them done. But basically what it does is kind of like, okay, so she explained it like this, like lip, if you just keep injecting your lips protrude, right? And then everything else kind of looks sunken in, which can age you, which is what she told me. She's, but if you fill this in, it doesn't, and she said, and no doctor says this, and she's so honest. She was so honest with us. She's like, I don't feel comfortable like doing more lips right now. Like, maybe dissolve a little or come back in a couple months. And so I did trust her. She was, I guarantee 100% you won't regret it. And with that, I was like, okay. And, doctors don't talk you in, or nurses, they don't talk you into things, right? Like, they're not benefiting, I mean, I guess they are, but like she's like, and it's all up to you, right? But I ask for recommendations. I ask, like, what do you think? Like, even I was going to try and get Kybella, which is like a double chin thing to make your, face like chiseled and sculpted. She goes, honestly, I don't know, it's not my like favorite thing, because she does it all on herself. She'll like self-admit, like saying, I got this and this, and she goes, yeah, honestly, like I don't think it's like the greatest, and she goes, I don't think you're gonna benefit much from it, and she's very honest, so I like that about her. But anyways, so I said, okay, because that was a pretty certain guarantee, that was a pretty big guarantee. I was like, all right, here we go. So I got it numbed, and it was great numbing cream, the best numbing cream. My lips are still numb, because originally they numbed my lips because I did want my lips, and then, like I said, she just was like, you shouldn't right now, or dissolve it, and then we can like rebuild. So my lips are still numb, and so now I'm kind of feeling it. It's a little, I can feel it coming back now. It's not all the way settled because I just got it done today, so it's not all the way settled or anything like that either. But she said, and then it kind of just like brings your features like all together, so it's kind of more blended, and it's weird. It like doesn't make sense. Filler does not make sense. Like, when people get filler injected to the nose to make it smaller, or like, filler basically in your chin to make it not double. How does that make sense? Like, adding something makes something smaller. Like, what? But same thing goes with the cheeks. I was like, oh my God, like, you would think injecting something into your nose or injecting something into your chin, you're going to be fatter and fuller, but it's like the opposite. It's weird. It's like, I don't know. If someone knows science, like let me know in the comments below, because I don't know. Yeah, and I actually got to meet like a bunch of the people. They were all nice. It's a super clean building. Like right away I noticed the results. It's like, whoa, you know, it's a super, super clean building. It's like beautiful. It's in Huntington Beach, which is like gorgeous. It's like right off the freeway. It's easy to find. And as always, I am not a huge advocate on plastic surgery as much anymore as far as going under. As much as I would love to get like a BBL again, like I'm just not, because I don't believe in like the risk. Like, when you're put under, you know, there's a lot more risk. I mean, with anything, you get allergic reaction, whatever. I do, however, love my filler and my Botox, and I've gotten a ton of surgery. So if you do get surgery and you're like, I really want it, and if you really want something, go ahead and get it. If you think, hey, this is worth the risk, and granted, albeit most doctors are great, and you're great, you survive, you do a healthy recovery, but even if it's not the doctor's fault, your body could react crazy. Like, you just never know. So I'm kind of not really for plastic surgery, but like for face, like I said, this is not advertising. Like, I'm not like, go to this person, but I will say she was very gentle. It filled nicely. I am not getting paid by them at all. I know it sounds like a commercial. I just really wanted to share that because I do want, like I said, I like to be transparent. I don't want people to ever think like, not that anyone says this, because literally people are like, you look 40, but if anyone ever thinks, wow, Trisha looks really good, or like, oh my God, your skin, like, you know, I do get a lot of work done, I guess, but even so, I just like to be very transparent. And that's just me. Like I said, nobody has to be, if you go get it done, you do not have to be transparent. And even they were like, oh, like, you know, they asked me, like, can we use your photos? Like, you know, release, if you're not comfortable, don't worry. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, I'm just that person. I'm just that person that wants to show the before and after, to show the reality of what the world is these days. But remember, bottom line is this: you are beautiful. Like, you really are. I know I was beautiful. I posted a photo today of my sister's birthday of like a throwback to like 5 years ago with her, and I had my pretty much all natural face, no lashes, no filler, no Botox. And I was like, I really liked your natural face. And while I did think I was beautiful, and I was very youthful. Like, I do like the look I have now, and I think that kind of like evolves with the time. Like, a lot of girls have full lips and stuff, and I look at that and I'm like, wow, they look really pretty, and like I like that, and so I want to mimic that. But just know that like, it can change your look drastically. It's changed my look pretty drastic when you look at old photos of me. And so sometimes you're just blessed. You're just meant to age naturally. A lot of women are and I applaud that too. I was like, yeah, go for it. You know, do it. So however you want to be. If you want to be a Jane Fonda of the world and just never age, or a Cher of the world and never age, like that's probably where I want to be. Or I'm trying to think of like, I want to say I know women in my head that I feel age gracefully. But I don't know, like, if maybe they have had work. Like, I think Diane Keaton aged gracefully, but maybe she's had work done. I don't know. She doesn't look as much like, oh, she got work done. Bette Midler, I think, aged gracefully. Gwyneth Paltrow's mom, I don't think has had work. Maybe they have to. I don't know. I'm just saying, I think they've all aged nicely without looking like a Kris Jenner, which I think is so stunning. You know what I mean? So there you have it. That is what I got done to my face. It's my ringtone. I'm going to go ahead and go. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. And until next time, here are my kissies. I love you, fishies. Bye, guys.